welcome, ladies and gentlemen, here at the SBS Fair 2025, and a warm welcome to everybody who join us in the live streams. My name is Michael Ross. I work in the global business development for controls technology, and I have the honor to present you today our newest highlight in automation business this year, our Virtual PLCnext Control. In the next 15 up to 20 minutes, I want to take you on a short journey around how you can use our Virtual PLCnext Control in your industrial automation projects, and why it maybe fits also for you to bring you new possibilities in context of architecture and projects. But beginning with the basement, our PLCnext ecosystem, our PLCnext technology, what it is. It is our basement, what runs on our Virtual PLCnext Control, but also on our hardware controllers. This ecosystem is a future-proof way for the next chapter of industrial automation and brings you much more opportunities than you can imagine. We implement, for example, security features inside like firewall, certificate management or diagnostic tools. And we also offer you different kind of languages to program your PLCnext project. In general, we can say OT and IT comes truly together in this kind of technology. In general, we're talking about four main components about our PLCnext technology. Number one, our PLCnext Control. We offer you a huge range of physical hardware devices the last years, what you can use for PLCnext, from safety controllers up to system redundant controller, edge devices up to different kind of classes of our standard PLCnext controller. And from now on today, we offer you 3 new versions of Virtual PLCnext Control. 1000, 2000, and 3000 will add our portfolio for you to use our PLCnext ecosystem also on hardware-independent use cases. Number 2, our PLCnext Engineer, our engineering tool to write your IEC code in context of ladder logic, functional frequency charts, structured text, or function block diagrams. And add on, we also can implement multiple high-level languages like C++, C#, Java, or Python to use Virtual PLCnext Control also with high-level languages. We add also safety engineering inside, and also we implement a visualization tool, our EHMI inside, what brings you the opportunity not just use our PLCnext technology for writing code. You also can create your own local running visualization, what runs on a web-based server, what is implemented in our technology. Number 3, our PLCnext Store. This is our digital marketplace where you find everything around PLCnext. From ready-to-use apps up to our libraries, for example, Modbus TCP, you find everything what has to do with our PLCnext technology. For example, you install a ready-to-use app on your device and you need not additional coding work to implement this solution on your device, and you're just able to run your application directly on your device. And number 4, our PLCnext community. This is our digital hub where you find everything around documentation, new features of firewalls, or for example, you can ask our worldwide colleagues about questions regarding PLCnext technology. New documentation and new features also available there and bring you forward every day a step forward in PLCnext technology. The last years we saw an ongoing journey in the industrial automation. We offer you since years our PLCnext technology to realize your project future-wise in context of security and also different kind of performance classes for your coding. We offer you, for example, our RFC 4072S for safety application, our RFC 4072R for system redundant application, or you use edge devices with PLCnext technology, or different kind of performing classes like our Axoline 1252, what we also highlight today here at the SBS Fair, our Axoline F2152, or our Axoline 3152 for different kind of application. And from now on, we add on this kind of portfolio to the Virtual PLCnext Control 1000 series, 2000 series, and 3000 euros. But what exactly is a Virtual PLCnext Control and how you can imagine this functionality works on your own devices? What we did is we put the full range of our PLCnext ecosystem from the hardware into an OCI container. This container can run on your own hardware. You don't need to install an additional hardware controller with our PLCnext technology on it. You can use our OCI container to implement this solution on your own devices. Use powerful computing architectures in server centers, in your machines, or use still existing edge devices with a Linux runtime system on it, and you can use directly the full capability of our Virtual PLCnext Control. With all the features inside, security, firewall, certificate management, and also the possibility to program not just in our PLCnext Engineer via IC coding like ladder logic, function block diagrams, you can use tools like Microsoft Visual Studio, Eclipse, or MATLAB Simulink, or can run a Node-RED application on our devices. This makes it possible that you can, for example, write a C++ library and implement it in our PLCnext IC context. Or you write in programs, for example, in Eclipse, and can implement it on our Virtual PLCnext Control. Scalable and easy to use, and also multi-instances are an option for you to run multiple containers next to each other. But how it likes from the technical point of view, where we go a little bit deeper into the technique. We offer you the OCI container. We give you a license for it, and nevertheless, if you have some 1000 version, 2000 version, or 3000 version, the technology behind is the same. Our container will execute on your device, nevertheless, if it's a computer in a server center or your edge device. You just program and develop your application like you did it ever before with our hardware controllers. You just use our PLCnext Engineer or tools like Microsoft Visual Studio and Eclipse and develop your solution. You transfer it and deploy it to the OCI container. The OCI container will directly execute your program with our ESM, Execution and Synchronization Management. This tool takes care that your programs is written in IC code or written in Microsoft Visual Studio will execute in real time. Our GDS, Global Data Space, takes care that you can exchange data between containers or also in the non-real-time environmental of your computer. All these features, the ESM or the GDS, our global data space, are implemented in our PLCnext ecosystem. This brings, for example, C++ programmer a huge benefit to develop very fast and without any problems, different kind of container technology based on PLCnext. You can add easily your own developed solutions like your AI tools, maintenance tools, or, for example, your own developed motion control and combine it with our PLCnext technology. Our device and update management DOM system takes care that your application will be all the time on the newest standard in kind of security patches. A huge feature as well is that you can take care about your own resources. You can take care about the CPU cores on your own. You can set up your interfaces in your device like you want, or you can control your RAM by your own. This is a huge benefit and is also able to run multiple containers next to each other. This is the future way of industrial automation. But when we are to take a look on the hardware requirements, what we need are three main points. First, we need a powerful computer architecture. Nevertheless, if you use an ARM architecture or an x86 architecture, you need a 64-bit system, and on the system you need to install a Linux OS system with real-time patch. On the system, we recommend to use our Podman engine tool to execute the OCI containers on your hardware. This brings you the opportunity that you not just can run PLCnext containers next to each other, you also can combine it with other solutions like AI tools, maintenance tools, and share data between our GDS system and be better in engineering. I told you the PLCnext technology brings you so much opportunities for a future-wise engineering. We bring with us certificate management, firewalls in context of the IEC 62443. So we are ready, and the key feature for a secure network with this technology. You can use multiple programming tools like MATLAB Simulink, Microsoft Visual Studio, and Eclipse, next to our PLCnext engineer to write your application and your code in different kind of languages. Our ESM, execution and synchronization management, takes care that your programs will be executed in real time. Our GDS takes care that data between interfaces can exchange very easily. We implemented in our system OPC-UA, Modbus MQTT, or Profinet as part of our ecosystem. You not need to do any additional development from your side to use our system and interfaces like this. All additional protocols what are typically used in the industrial automation, you can use from the PLCnext store in kind of an app, or you use libraries like our Modbus TCP library for Modbus communication. I want to give you now 3 examples to give you a better understanding how you can use our Virtual PLCnext Control in your applications. Number 1, imagine you are a machine builder. You have experience over decades in building machines, and you need to renew your automation system, or you want to build up a new one. Use our Virtual PLCnext Control and install it on your hardware devices, on your own still existing hardware devices, and add on our fully range of the PLCnext ecosystem on your device. Your programmer can write their code in their still favorite language like C++, write the code in Eclipse or Microsoft Visual Studio, and can download this to our Virtual PLCnext Control. We take care about the execution in real time, and no additional work from you is needed to use this great technology on your own devices. The next topic for us, the all-electric society. To have a renewable grid needs to be controlled and also analyzed all the time. Imagine you have a huge amount of solar parks that need to be controlled to analyze it, to be sure that the grid will be stable all the time. You can use our Virtual PLCnext Control as edge device. For example, not inside the solar parks, you can install it on a server close by or far away. With fiber optics and good networks, you can control all the parks via one PLCnext controller as edge device, bring data to the cloud or the local SCADA systems, or bring it to AI tools that run next to our Virtual PLCnext container. This is a huge benefit and shows that edge computing is also part of our Virtual PLCnext Control. And the next example is about data centers. Data centers want to have a downtime close to 0, in best case 0. They need renewable or good systems that are stable, and they want to have OT and IT convergence. That means we can shift with our Virtual PLCnext Control the OT to the IT. Install our virtual control, for example, taking care about your application in cooling or air conditioning, and install them directly on your powerful system architectures running in your server centers. You don't need to install additional hardware controllers for your application, like in your cabinet to control cooling or air conditioning. You can use this powerful architectures and can run multiple containers next to each other to realize your application and split them in different parts. Also here we can say OT and IT convergence comes truly together. You saw we have so many benefits to use the virtualized control. We can say we put our hardware solution inside a containerized solution. And you see OT and IT convergence comes together. We are flexible and scalable, and it's an easy way of maintenance when you use container technology. This is a future-proofing system to use multiple languages, and multiple programmers can working together on one application. One programmer in the ISC context, the other one write a program in MATLAB Simulink or maybe in the C++ code, and all come together in our PLCnext ecosystem. This brings you much flexibility and brings you an easy way of different integration of levels of automation. This was my short journey about Virtual PLCnext Control, and I hope I was able to give you an understanding about what is our PLCnext ecosystem, what is the Virtual PLCnext Control, and how fit this solution maybe in your application. I'm looking forward about your question today here. Me and my colleagues are ready to talk to you about this opportunity. And for everyone who have a question, use this QR code and ask my colleagues worldwide about Virtual PLCnext Control. Thank you everyone for joining also in the live stream. I wish you a good day. Take care. Thank you.